Hi, everybody. I needed to jump online just to give all of you an understanding of what's going on right now. I have had a massive emails within the past, I'd say, 12 hours, and so many text messages overnight. I have been up all night myself, was woke by the energy by 3:30 this morning, and have been in meditation and diligently working on it ever since. So, in an answer to all of the mass emails that have come in, and as answer to everything that's happening right now, I want to cover the massive earthquakes that hit. I want to cover, I have to be very careful with my words because a lot of the words are being checked. So, I want to cover some of the unrest that's occurring right now that we experienced last night, the massive storms that went on in different areas of the country that kept people awake for the entire evening, the insane energy that's happening, and the fact that the Schumann resonance has been just solidly at 60 with these wild spikes. You first have to understand right now, if you're struggling, that what's happening is much bigger than just what we used to believe, just our human selves are there. There's a vibrational energy that's occurring and it's being released right now. We talked about that in May's spirit class. We're going to talk more about it in June. You know, I'm so blessed with the Patreons that are part of the Jillian Grace Network, and they're just coming up with these amazing questions to really inspire such really great classes and a connection on a group of people. So thank you to all my Patreons for that amazing, amazing contribution that you guys make, just pulling this together as a collective. But right now, if you're struggling on how to become part of the solution, I have to give you a ton of just begging to tell you to not become part of the problem. And here is how we're becoming part of the problem. Those who are reaching out saying, I'm so upset about what I saw. Why is this happening? What is going on with the world right now? I can't believe people are acting this way. The world is a mirror of what is inside of you. So instead of looking at those pieces and looking at that with judgment, you have to ask yourself, where inside of me are the themes that is currently happening that I have not resolved? So the themes right now, where inside of you do you want something but not give something? So where inside of you do you want love from somebody but don't give yourself love? Where inside of you do you want freedom but don't allow yourself to sit and relax? We're seeing on a macro scale people go into places and sometimes take things that it seems like they shouldn't have. You're doing the same thing, but you're doing it on your micro scale. And remember, we're all part of the same vibration. So if you want to help, you've got to remove those pieces. Where inside you is there injustice or judgment towards somebody else? Even if it's simple, even if you see somebody out there and they're rude and you judge them for being rude, that judgment is no different than the judgment of somebody because of certain factors in someone else's life that are different from yours. The judgment that's going on with inside of you right now is you're looking outside and judging what's happening. That's still the vibration of judgment. You're still feeding that ether, which is what we talked about. It's like the million letter word right now. It's just like bing, bing, bing. The ether is what we're feeding. The ether is what we're playing with. As a result of that, our physical ether are taking hits. So those of you who aren't sleeping, whose hearts are pounding, who you feel sick to your stomach, who you're shaking, you're waking up with all sorts of headaches and pressure and just anxiety and depression and fear. You are literally embodying the energy of what happens for the reason why people are judgmental or prejudiced or they take more than they should to begin with. It's out of fear. It's out of not feeling good enough. It's out of trying to control things that can't be controlled. So I want all of you to play a game with me because we're going to make this fun, because if it's not fun, there's no reason to be here. The game is going to be, don't stand on this beach with this beautiful water around you and focus on the grain of sand that is the wrong texture. Okay? Focus on all the other pieces. So if you heard last night that something terrible or violent happened in your area, don't focus there. I want you to think of what a beautiful day it is out. I want you to think of how amazing the birds, now I'm watching them land and just go crazy on the street, how beautiful and amazing variety of birds that we have created in this manifestation, in this world that we have. I want you to focus on turning on the light and seeing that, oh my goodness, electricity, this is amazing. I want you to focus on listening to music that you think is beautiful. I want you to tune out of the frequency that the masses are trying to feed you right now, because that's what's causing the inflammation of the problem. The viewing and the focus are grabbing that vibration of ether, drawing it not only into your own body, but you're drawing it to become more aggressive and more intense throughout the earth. You're feeding it. You're literally feeding this. And we talked about this with these eclipses coming in. We have this massive alignment that's happening within, coming up on the moon that's coming in on the 5th here. We've got eclipse and we've got moon and we've got eclipse and moon. This month is wild. And then we've got Mercury retrogrades. We've got alignments with different things that I don't even bother telling you guys about because I don't want your head to blow off. It's just too much stuff. So right now, the sun is the masculine element. The sun embodies that masculine energy. So the parts of the masculine energy that need to be released are coming through. Now, the feminine energy's got things that need to be released too. That's at the end of the month. But for this part of the month, it's going to be about that masculine energy releasing. So you're going to get power, fear, control, all of those things coming to the surface. So please don't sit at the surface with them and bob in the water. That is not what we're made of. That is not what we've been training for. Get on board. Come on. Don't focus on the grain of sand that's the wrong texture. Focus on the beauty of the smooth ones around it, because you're not feeding the smooth ones that are going to help just rub that grain that's a little bit off and make it smooth. Instead of that, you're focusing on the bumpy grain, and all the other smooth grains are becoming more and more bumpy. No, 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 no. Okay, I hope I made sense, and I hope I could speak to some of you to at least quell or calm some of your fears. I myself, being up since 3:30 Eastern time, it's been a hit. So we're not alone. I'm here for you guys, especially those who are a part of my Patreon group. You guys know that you are first come, first serve. You have questions, you have issues with me. That's part of it. Issues that you just need to hash through. I'm not going to tell you what to do. That's not what I do. I'm going to awaken within you what you already know, because my job is to make sure that you are as powerful as you can be, and myself, because if you guys and all of us are powerful, then all of us rise. So there is not one person that anybody should be going to that's feeding them and making them, think differently. The only thing people around you should be doing is opening doors, because that's the job of each soul that you're connected with. So if you need me, I will open your door as best as I can while I'm opening mine. But we've got this. I'm excited to see you guys all in June's class. I'll stick a link down there for anyone who'd like to sign up. I love you guys. Don't fret. It's all okay. Just focus, 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 focus. This is your most powerful spot. Enjoy the rest of your day.